Betina, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much for having me here. It's a great honor. I've been so highly inspired the last 1.5 days. And I usually have this picture because it symbolizes the journey we are on. It symbolizes also the procurement that we are on. The mountains might look high, but we have the tools in our backpack. And one of the tools we heard about yesterday was also procurement. And I wonder how many of you know about procurement and know what is procurement. Procurement is the contracts we make as cities when we spend money. And in these contracts, sometimes we just do as usual. We look what did we buy yesterday and then we try to buy it again, the similar things. But actually in these contracts, you can create the changes. It's here you can incorporate all the goals that the politicians want and aim for. And with them, then they are measurable, the changes, and then you can prove that we are moving in the right direction. This is why I find my work so passionate. I love it. It's amazing. Every day I go to work, I actually think that I am one of the persons that can help implement the political goals and do the changes. In Copenhagen, we have for 20 years worked with public meals. We have achieved almost 90% organic within budget. And our politicians did this to save the groundwater. They really wanted to make sure that we have clean drinking water. That's why they did it. We did it with teaching kitchen staff. We buy food for elderly, social vulnerable, and children and youth. We have approximately 1,000 kitchens where we cook on site mainly. And then we follow the official dietary guidelines. And that's why I love this session. From global going to local. We have global targets, we have state targets, and then we have city targets. We also have a national action plan for plant-based meals and how we can make it grow. We said yes to the Sustainable Development Goals. Of course, we all did this, and that's why we all have to incorporate this into the procurement. We did this, one of the tools we did was saying we want many different kinds of apples, pears, and plums into our institution. Why this? Because we want to make sure that the citizens taste seasonality. And I thought, how to do this in procurement? Because usually I'll just ask for a red apple and a green apple. We would get Pink Lady, Granny Smith, nothing bad about them, but it's nice to taste diversity and seasonality. So I said, how many different kinds of apples and pears and plums can you offer to me? They offered 87 different kinds of apples. And in the winning tender, they had 38 different kinds in season. So it's only that short period where they are grown. This is important. We have a food strategy. The food strategy in Copenhagen says that we have to serve delicious, healthy, sustainable meals. And it has to be fitted for the citizens that we're serving it to. We can actually also see it on our CO2 emission. My mayor, the children and youth mayor, he said no more red meat for children and youth in Copenhagen while they are in daycare because they can go home and eat the red meat. We now see that the CO2 emission reduced drastically just because of this. And we didn't eat much meat. We only actually estimate 350 grams of meat per week per citizen in total. So this is some of the things that we work with. We are implementing the strategy. We have recipes for the chefs to do. We teach the chef how to cook differently. So this is important because actually, I don't see my work as a procurement officer done properly without the meals being served and eaten by the citizens. Because if you throw away, it's waste of money, it's waste of CO2. So we have to make sure, and it's waste of health because we calculate the meals so that it's a healthy meal so we get healthy citizens. So we have food schools. In these food schools, we make sure that the kids are included in cooking, learning, and things like this. So they learn about food literacy, they learn about how a healthy meal should be, and they help the kitchen staff. So the kitchen staff cook with the kids and they talk about it and tell why this is so important. You can read more about it here. The schools, they also publish it. Yeah, but we will share it, don't worry. Yeah. We don't have time for that because I have 1.5 minutes left. So yesterday you heard somebody talk fast, I will talk even faster. Social media, they post it, you can follow it. And actually we also did a potato tender. And Here the kids, they received a bucket, potato, they made it grow, they visited the farmer, and they were like, oh my God, you're that famous farmer from YouTube. We built the bridge. We did this with procurement. We put it into the contract, say, hey farmer, if you want to deliver potatoes to us, you also have to deliver a kit and go on YouTube. The kids loved it. So we also learned them about taste. What is taste? Because if we don't have a meal that tastes good, we don't want to eat it. The meals out here have been delicious. The catering here have been very good. We eat it. We don't think about if it's vegetarian, fish, meat. It's a delicious, healthy, sustainable meal. This is the important message. Through Best Remap and now Joint Action NCD, we are building a procurement officer network because I'm not just a usual procurement officer. I actually love to work with sustainable goals into the procurement. And we need to teach this. Usually we are here to cut back budget, to save money, but no, we have to do differently. We have to look differently on how to cut back budget. We share this with the UN, and you can ask me for more because now my time is up. Thank you very much.